What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Technically Speaking Live, 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast. The right coast, I believe they would refer to that as the right coast, left coast, best coast, something like that. I'd tell you that we got a great show planned for you today. That would be a lie. Straight up, just going to say it. Might be a lie. I don't know. I don't really know what this show's going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring stats in real quick, though. Hang on. Oh,
do amazing numbers. That's what it's going to
This show is going to do bangers of numbers. All of the numbers. And look at stats on a brand new Sony VZ1 camera. Legends never die. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, you know, turning 50.
Turning 50.
It's something. It was a big celebration.
Huge celebration for your 65th birthday.
I really do appreciate everybody who came out. All of those who wanted to be there but couldn't. Came home with a nice, brand new, shiny, cool watch.
That was gifted to you by three very, very astute gentlemen.
Yes, it was. Also came home with 3 bottles of booze, so that's going to go well. At least for the next 3 weeks. And then, but honestly, everybody who came out, I cannot tell you how much I appreciated it. So
yeah. It was a
makes turning 70 just so much better.
So I'm gonna tell you what, you look phenomenal for 74.
I do. I really do.
I mean, not a gray hair in there.
It's all the beer I drink. It's preserved me from the inside out.
It's true. You are very preserved. What you guys don't realize is that's actually just a bottle of, or just a glass of vodka. Just straight vodka.
It's my birthday month.
Vodka. Yeah, Mac, he's 78. Yep. Not 65th. He's 78. Homeless Conor McGregor turned 78.
Getting on up there.
So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the
Pixel Fold.
Of course, we're going to talk about the Pixel Fold. Talk about how I tweeted it earlier about what might it take for you, or for me, not for you. For me, words are very difficult at the moment. What? He's 74. He looks 45. Okay.
I'll take it.
The Bears did come out too. The Bears. One was named Toby. The other was named McGuire. Talk about what it would take for me to remove my main SIM out of my Pixel. What would it take? And it's not the Pixel Fold.
It's the little pin thing that you stick in there. Little pin thing.
Going to talk about how you could. The Pixel is set to stream Android apps exclusively to your Chromebook and PC, and how you can turn your old Mac or PC into a Chromebook.
That is actually going to be super useful, unlike most everything else we do on this show, because my dad, who I believe is watching, has been complaining about his older PC for a while, so maybe we're going to rip its guts out and turn it into a Chromebook.
I don't even think you're going to have to do that.
Well, even better.
Which is something that's going to be very, very beneficial. Who said 74 going on 15? Candyman, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Malcontent, welcome to the show. So let's talk about the Pixel Fold again.
How do you like it?
Don't have it. I say that every single time, and you guys are like, I don't believe you. It is not dead. It is coming back. John Prosser has tweeted it.
It's got to be true then.
Well, not necessarily. He's got just a little bit over an 80% accuracy clip. So, I mean, that's pretty darn close. Can't say that he is 100%, but he's got a pretty good percentage when it comes to being right on certain things. Looks like it's going to come alongside the Pixel 7, which would be coming out in the fall, sometime around a prestigious date.
Yeah, October 3rd.
A prestigious date. Just tremendous people born on the 3rd.
Yeah, Ward.
Shut up. Michael Secret has said because I always have it. I don't though. I only
He keeps that thing on him.
I own him. Keep him strapped. I come with a ready one.
He comes correct.
Only phones I have in my current possession, meaning they're within arm's reach of me at the moment or on body, is a Pixel 6 Pro
with his main SIM.
With my main SIM and an iPhone 13 with a secondary SIM.
That he uses to shoot all his OnlyFans videos.
OnlyFans. Subscribe. What is it? OnlyFans.com/technically speaking live after dark. I should make an OnlyFans.
Why not?
It's like Patreon.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little different. No shame in the game.
Never has been.
Nope. No shame in the game. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 422 times, shame on you. Amen to that, malcontent. Pixelbook 3, maybe. Now that would be spectacular.
Yeah. Because you're never getting this one back.
Never?
Never.
Never going to happen.
Well, I mean, unless you get the 3 and you don't like it for some reason.
What if I told you I could trade you a Pixel 6 Pro?
I don't need a 6 Pro. I need a laptop. So
do you though?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh.
I mean, I'll give you this wrong phone. I'll give you this 5A for that 6 Pro.
No.
You know?
I release I reveal unreleased phones on my OnlyFans, says Mac.
Oh, just wait until he gets into the BlackBerry series. It's really gonna piss Adam off.
Wait, what am I doing with BlackBerry series?
All the Blackberries that he was never able to get. The secret ones.
Oh, you're frozen.
Me?
Yes, you're frozen. Damn it!
Can they still hear me?
They can still hear you, though.
Okay.
You just look really, really content.
Well.
Like, you're really into it.
I had a very large dinner, and I am super content right now.
Super still.
Oh,
why is he frozen? This is what I get for using a new camera. All my other cameras work just fine. I should have just kept it the same. I had a camera that worked. This is going to tell me right now that I'm not keeping the camera. I went out and bought a Sony VZ1. I was like, I'm going to get a Sony VZ1. This is going to be great. This is going to be really good. I'm really upping my game a little bit. It's best camera for live streaming. Bull. Stats is frozen. I mean, you look fine. You just look frozen. Like, it just, I'm very disappointed in the fact that this is, God bless America. I try to upgrade a little bit. This is what I get. Well, I try to upgrade just a little bit.
To be fair, and I'm pointing at the camera like I'm not frozen and you guys can see me, we didn't test any of this stuff until about 8 minutes before the show started. So, you know.
Yeah, somebody screenshot him, make him into a thinker. I'm really...
Where's Trent?
I'm really thinking really, really hard. Pixelbook Go is still hands down the best computer I've ever had, says Michael Secret.
Well, this Pixelbook, what is this, the 2? The first full
No, not the
Pixel
first
book.
one. I have the first full one is... I still have it upstairs.
Yeah.
And it still works. But this is a Pixelbook from
15?
17.
Yeah.
2017.
No, it's the best laptop I've ever had.
Taking screenshots of frozen stats is very meta. For whatever reason, tech for your needs, this is what I get. Like, you say you stream with the Sony VZ1 with no problem. This is the first time I have streamed with it, and this is now the second time that it's frozen on me. It froze just a little bit ago when stats disappeared and then came back, and then it looked like he was a vampire because he was very much sitting in the chair, but it was a frozen screen cap. Oh God, so frustrated by that.
Well, just turn my video feed off and I'll just talk.
I don't want to do that.
It's all right.
I'm gonna leave you on screen, just frozen.
Okay.
People will see your face. You're just gonna.
Are my eyes
You're
open?
gonna have the great. Yeah, your eyes are open. You're gonna have the greatest staring contest ever. Whatever you're staring at, you're gonna burn holes through it, straight through it. The Pixel Fold. will probably not be my next phone. What do I have to do to take? What does it take? What would it take for you to take your main SIM out of your 5A? And don't say something like me handing you a phone and being like, "It's the Pixel 6 Pro." That would be that's obvious.
Well, yeah, that was going to be my answer. We've gone down this road before, and I don't use phones like you do. I don't like changing between them day to day, week to week, month to month. So it would just be whenever I get my next phone, whatever that phone happens to be.
The Vivo X70 Pro Plus, as I continue to use it every day, I continue to love it a little bit more and a little bit more. Where I'm really struggling, and this is going to go back to any phone at all, and this is exactly why I will never have, I can't say never, that's not fair, knock on wood. Never, I don't want to deal in an absolute. Why I do not believe the iPhone will ever be a main SIM driver for me is specifically because the voice transcription is absolute garbage. It is hot liquid trash bag garbage.
So just baked into the phone.
Into the phone.
Not like you downloaded the assistant and tried to do it that way.
Sorry, they're still commenting on you being frozen. Okay.
I like Jason C's idea.
Well, it's save the image, place him on a screen next time Stats is on vacation. Damn, that's a great idea. Damn, that's a really good idea. Stats is here. Stats, tell me about your weekend. Cool story. Yeah, too bad you weren't looking directly at the camera. Then it would like really freak people out that they're like, God, why is that guy just staring?
Why is he not blinking?
Like, why is he not blinking?
And he's talking
staring at it.
I've become a ventriloquist.
Good Lord.
You know, my lips are not moving, but you are hearing me.
The iPhone voice transcription is so poor. It is just so poor in comparison to a Pixel. To be fair, the Pixel Pia, the voice transcription on a Pixel 6 and a Pixel 6 Pro, a Pixel period, the voice transcription is just, it's really second to none in my personal opinion. And it's one of the features that I have really gotten used to having, and holy crap, when I don't have it,
makes you an angry boy.
Oh my God, like I keep screaming at my phone. Like, why aren't you understanding me? I'm speaking in, and I speak in like ridiculously broken English. It actually picks up words like y'all, ain't, and it actually picks it up, punctuates it correctly, and just moves on.
Mm-hmm.
And you
can tell it learns with the
100%
with Google and with the assistant and the machine learning. I mean, there are words it recognizes now it did not when I picked up the phone the first time. So I am genuinely so impressed with the voice transcription as it relates to all the Pixels. And I don't anticipate the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7 Pro, or anything like that being any different, or the Pixel Fold. But that's one of the features from a Pixel perspective that I think I would miss so much, that because I use it all the time. I do long form emails for my work and personal as well. But it is such a huge deal, like text messaging, quick voice transcription. I don't even have to worry about sending an actual audio message. I just hit the button, say the words, say send, and it sends it just like that, and I don't have to think about it. And it's one of those features that from a Pixel perspective, that if I go to another phone, it doesn't do that. And I get so used and spoiled by that. Voice transcription on anything. Yeah, it's a malcontent. It's adapted to my OSU dialect. It really has. It has really done well. When it spells Michigan, it automatically gets rid of the M.
It's really, really interesting.
Mine, I've taught it to autocorrect it to meat chicken, so that's always entertaining.
So it just picks up and learns that. Now that I could probably get the Google keyboard and things like that. I could get the Google keyboard on an iOS device because that's exactly what I use. But the transcription is just liquid trash.
Now, what about that other phone that you
The
were
Vivo
gushing
X70
over?
Pro Plush.
Yeah.
Pro Plush.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
It's got a nice fluffy case on it.
It's very plush. Now, the voice transcription on that is very good. It's not as good as a Pixel, but it is still very, very good. And everything that I keep trying on that particular phone, I find myself going, like this is a lot like a Pixel. But we talked about it before. It had Fun OS, which we were like, that's a little sketch. I don't know if I would call it Fun OS. Fun OS. There are features for me that I'm just so used to. Call screening, hold for me, which I know Mac just mentioned. Hold for me.
Yep.
Call screening, hold for me, voice transcription.
Call screening, I don't know what it is, but in 2022, some days I will get a dozen spam calls.
Yeah, and I don't have to worry about answering it. Like
half the time, I don't even know that the phone is ringing because it automatically silences it and doesn't even vibrate. And I look down and 3 missed spam calls. Swipe away.
And it's so nice, and that's probably the big thing when it comes to the Pixels that I've gotten used to the most, and what those things it would take from another creating body from another. I don't think Samsung or anything like that's going to come close to that. Fun Touch OS. Thanks, Bradley. Fun Touch OS. Fun Touch. What a name. Fun Touch from the Vivo X70 Pro Plus. It's those features that are so nice to have. It's just, I don't know if I could ever get away from it. And that's the thing that keeps me from switching my SIM to an iPhone, because I said it before, it's just not good. And I use the voice transcription all the time. Siri is not nearly as smart as the Google Assistant, but you can get the Google Assistant on iOS if you really, really wanted to. It's extra steps, but I actually have the extra step turned on the back of my phone as soon as I unlock it to where I can open up and get the Google Assistant. So like you can get the Google Assistant on your iOS device and you can Googlefy your phone quite a bit. Still some of those same features. You're not getting the call screener. You're going to get all the spam calls. They may say spam, but you're still getting all the calls. Whereas Google's doing all of that in the background. I literally just looked at your picture again and been like, why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? This is the best part for you. You can just set like however you want and be like, no one can see me.
I was thinking about just, holding up some gang signs to the camera and seeing if it would randomly come back on. Either that or taking my shirt off, one of the two.
Well, I mean, hey,
let's get crazy.
It's the internet. It's a wild place. Michael Pepper says, I don't need a spam filter. I just don't give Scott my number. Well, that's fair enough. Solid point.
I will say, so the call screening feature has been out for a while now, but we had it, or at least you had it a little bit earlier, or something like that. And
shocking.
The temptation to every single time Scott calls me to screen his call just for the fun of it, just for the giggles, it's strong. Some would even say it's strong.
Strong. It's so strong.
I very rarely do it unless I'm like in a meeting or something, but that temptation is there every single time. So that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, I can see that. Reveal the Thug Life tattoo.
I'd have to turn around for that, Mac.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah, that's the one on the chest. The Thug Life. Thug Life is on the posterior end.
Oh, hey now. All right, let's talk a little bit about. We talked about what it would take. I think the Vivo X70 Pro Plus is probably close. Oh, Malcontent brings up a really good point. When you're fully baked into the Google ecosystem, you don't really think about this, but the Google Photos auto syncing between iOS and Google Photos, hot garbage. Because in the background on a Pixel, it'll just upload to the cloud, no big deal, especially when you're on Wi-Fi.
Well, that device hasn't gone off in a while. Okay, then.
She's always watching.
Or listening.
Anyway, on iOS, for you to sync your Google Photos to your photos to your Google Photos account, you have to leave the app open.
Oh.
Like open and up.
Oh.
Not in the background, because you can swipe it away on Android and it'll still upload, but on iOS you can't do that.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's really, really awful, because I can't tell you how many times like I've taken photos or videos, because I'll do B-roll with my iPhone and airdrop it to my MacBook, no big deal, just because it's an extra added step, unless I'm specifically doing something where I want the 4K from the Pixel 6 Pro. That's just how I do it, because it's just fast and easy. It's good for workflow. That being said, there are many times where I'll take a photo and be like, where the hell did the photo go? It should be in my Google Photos, because I have it all the way backed up. And alas, I swipe everything away.
Right.
So earlier today, I had 150 photos that I needed to upload because I had simply forgot it. And as a matter of fact, it was one. I had a whole slew of B-roll that I shot for a video that I put out 2 weeks ago that I specifically didn't put in it because I forgot that I had it. Oops.
We won't say which video that was or who it was for.
Look, I just said it was 2 weeks ago, so there's only 2 that came out that week, so you can figure it out. Oops.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. What can you do? I actually use the call screener when my brother-in-law would call. He's a talker. See, there you go.
Yeah, it's great.
That's the way to do it. I didn't think about the Google Photos being such a big deal. Like, I don't think I could leave Google Photos because of that. Now, you can get around it, but still, it's one of those things, like, it just works in the background. The more I talk, and I'm the pixel guy, so this is going to come across as very Homerism. Homeristic? Sure, we'll go with that. The more I talk myself off of trying any other phone other than a Pixel as my main SIM. Every single time I talk.
Or at least some sort of Android phone where,
like an S20, like would I want to try an S22 Ultra? I mean, I have a Note 20 Ultra right over here. And it never hit my main SIM.
Yeah. Not
once.
How is the bloatware / ads on the, what is it, a Vivo or a Vive?
I'm taking a drink, sorry. There's very minimal. It did come with Facebook pre-installed though.
Ooh, goodness me.
It's fine. I mean, it's just one of those things. iOS doesn't multitask, and it's such a bummer about that too. The bloatware was very, very minimal. There was just not much to it at all. It did come with some pre-installed apps that I was like, whatever, it's fine. I can delete them, and I did. Giving them a shot and trying them out. It was very, very simple to remove them, so I had no trouble at all. The phone is FunTouch OS it ranks in my top 4 now that I've had a chance to use a Vivo, and people know that in the US that I'm probably one of 500 people, maybe 1,000 that's probably got a Vivo that's not a tech YouTuber. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be.
Yeah.
In the US, it's just not a phone brand that you're just gonna know.
Right.
Oh God, iOS autocorrect is ducking awful. It is ducking awful. Their keyboard's bad too. My God, like I feel like I'm trashing iPhones, but like I told you, I shoot B-roll with this too, and this is my secondary device. But my God, the keyboard is just so piss poor. I couldn't stand it. God bless America. I switched to Gboard and I haven't looked back since, but typing on it and then autocorrect, no one wants to say duck. No one wants to say duck.
Yeah, but
but
Mountain View wants you to say duck.
No, Mountain View's Google.
Oh,
whatever. Cupertino. It's California.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
West Coast.
West Coast, left coast, best coast, whatever you want to call it. But I don't want to say the word duck. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm trying to say, Apple? Let me say it. Don't censor me. Don't censor me. All right, for those folks out there that have an old PC or an old Mac laying around, there is something from Cloud Ready now becoming Chrome OS Flex, which is launching earlier access today. This was from yesterday on 9 to 5 Google, as a matter of fact. It is billed as a free-to-download operating system by Google. It appears to offer the same interface as a Chrome browser, features and integrations with Android Cloud Sync and the Google Assistant, which can be found on Chromebooks today. Other features include Family Link, Smart Lock, Instant Tethering, and Nearby Sharing. You are literally making a Chromebook.
Just by downloading a new OS.
Some of the requirements require an Intel or an AMD 886 64-bit compatible device, 4 gigs of RAM, which most come with that, internal storage of 16 gigs, and it's bootable from a USB drive. So long story short, you don't need a lot. So you should be able to use some very old machines, and Chrome OS Flex is free to download. Full instructions are available via Chrome Recovery Utility, a Chrome extension that's free for, all users. Hit this link. I'm going to hit you with a link in the chat. Changes. That is where we saw that. So you can turn an old computer into a brand new Chromebook, basically. Or you could just get a Chromebook.
One of those two things is going to happen the next time I go home and get my hands on my dad's computer.
Either a Chromebook. What? Just give him yours.
No.
Not going to happen.
Too much horsepower.
The man has too many ponies there.
Right.
There's too many ponies for that man right there. I am still holding out hope that LumaFusion is evidently supposed to be coming out with an Android by the middle of the year, an Android-based video editor by the middle of the year.
Huh?
So where we could use LumaFusion.
They got 4 months.
Stats is hard studying at the Chrome OS Flex with that frozen picture. Just straight up. It says legends.
I'm absorbing it into my mind.
I only have duck content on my OnlyFans channel.
Well done, Mal.
Well done, Mal. Well done. That's the next topic. What's our next topic?
The new nothing Android phone from Carl Pei.
So I have full disclosure, haven't read anything about it.
So
you take it over for a second while I take a drink then.
Absolutely. So good old Carl loves to give cryptic information in press releases or tweets or things like that. So he tweeted yesterday back on Android, and that was the entirety of the tweet. So some commenters, tech people, whatever.
I'm sorry. Somebody has already tweeted about you being frozen, and these images are freaking hysterical.
Love it.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's Michael.
Of course it is. It was either going to be him, Trent, or another guy's name. I can
you at a diner, and then you also being pulled over in the back of a cop car.
Love it. Love it.
Sorry.
So, Carl tweeted back on Android, and that was it. He just left it there. So some commenters said, well, he just put his main SIM in an Android phone or something like that. But then Android, the blue checkmark Android Twitter, Andy, said, we've got a lot to catch up on, Carl. Winky face.
Really?
And then Snapdragon also replied to Carl So now everybody is assuming, prognosticating, hoping that Nothing will be bringing out a flagship Android device at some point. And when they do, I'm sure it will be very pretty. I'm sure it will work. But I'm still going to make fun of it for the stupid name, like I have for every other product since he created this company.
Yeah, I don't really like the name of the company when it comes to the product at all. Nothing earbuds, nothing this, nothing that. But so Android definitely responded, which means it's going to have Android 12 at a minimum. Android 12, Android 13 maybe. Probably not when it launches. If it's going to launch this year. Snapdragon responded with what?
They just, I think they liked the tweet, something
so
like that.
Snapdragon means they're going to have a Snapdragon, maybe 888. It depends on how much he wants to go for it. 865, 888, 8 Series 1, like whatever. It's going to have a Snapdragon processor in it. So I'm interested to know that, okay, I think it'll be a beautiful device, like they always are. Okay, it's starting to get creepy, but are we sure that some stats, or is there some magic trick he's being used on by the Bears? I freaking love that Michael has tweeted out pictures. Can you go to...
Did he tag me?
No, I'm gonna tag you in it right now.
It didn't show up on my phone.
I'm gonna tag you in it. That way you can see them. God, they're so good. I love that you're listening to the show, working on Photoshop, trying to figure out where you're going to drop them into some of these photos.
See, this is what we do. We give back to our fans. We give them fodder to activate and use their creative talents.
That's exactly what we're here for. We really are just two schmucks that get on a show for about an hour every single Wednesday that talks about typically Pixel stuff. But that just made me laugh way harder than I thought it would be. Pixel will be able to stream Android apps exclusively to your Chromebook. Not exclusively, that's the wrong words. Pixel will be able to stream Android apps to your Chromebook and PC, and here is how you can do it. Again, from 9 to 5 Google. It would appear that Google announced at 2022 CES that later in the year you'll be able to access chat apps on your phone directly from your Chromebook without needing to install them again. And then last week, Google released a public Android 13 developer preview for Pixel phones, and in there's 2 cross-device service apps. Each one appears to be dedicated to connecting your Pixel to other devices. So you can stream to your PC or your Mac. The experience, which features a gorgeous multicolored background, is able to open up an app on your phone and live stream it through your browser. Once
That's 2
fart noise
out of the half dozen devices we have in this room.
Bradley says that Nothing phone's going to have a MediaTek processor in it. That's interesting. By Snapdragon. Okay. You can go to 9 to 5 Google and actually see exactly what this would look like from a display perspective. It looks like it's going to be deeper integration on Chrome OS. I'm telling you right now, the only thing that's stopping me from going straight Chrome OS the whole time is literally the reason why I need to edit. I need to edit on my MacBook from a video perspective. That is the only reason why I still have it. I don't even I have bought Microsoft 365 and I still use Google Docs. And I still have Word and Excel, and I have the whole lot. Like, I don't even use Outlook or anything like that. But I still use Google Docs for everything. I still use Sheets for presentations, or not presentations, but spreadsheets. I don't use PowerPoint from Google's perspective. I just don't create. I create enough PowerPoints at work. I don't need to create PowerPoints when I'm at home. So I don't create PowerPoints at all at home. So like, I don't need to use Google Slides. But I know how to do it if I had to.
Yeah.
But I still use all of the Google infrastructure when it comes to the docs and things of that nature, rather than using Windows. And I own a license of Windows 365. So editing is the only thing holding me back from getting straight Chrome OS. That and the fact that the one Chromebook that I want is like $1,300. It's expensive, boy.
Well,
Maybe what I could do is take back the Sony ZV-1, that one too,
yeah.
and get a Chromebook.
I fully support that decision.
But I need to get the right Chromebook, and I'm waiting to know what LumaFusion's requirements are. Whether I got to go full end-to-end big boy, because that's the way that I am.
Yeah. Thick boy nation.
Thick boy nation, thick with triple C. Thick with the triple C. What else do we got? S22 series goes dual SIM in the US. Are you intrigued at all by the Galaxy S22 series of phones?
No.
You're not helping trying to prolong our show.
Well, it's a perfectly reasonable and honest answer. I've said this over and over. The Pixel devices do everything that I need them to do.
Yeah.
And because I am averse to change, especially when it comes to technology,
yeah, you are.
I see no reason to test and use and dual SIM and all of this other stuff like you and a lot of other people do in the tech community, and you're very good at it. My phone does what I need it to do 99.9% of the time, and that 0.1% of the time, it's when the battery runs out. So I just personally, for how I live my life, don't care to just bounce around.
Just sell the Pixel 7 Pro.
Well,
I don't want to sell the Pixel 7 Pro.
He's waiting on a good offer on the 6 Pro.
I'm waiting on a banger of an offer on a 6 Pro right now. I got a 6 Pro sitting in a box right over there. A banger of an offer.
Hit him up.
Hit him up. Hit me up in the DMs. It goes down in the DMs.
Especially those OnlyFans.
It goes
DMs.
down in the DMs.
But you got to tip
down in the DMs. Yep,
I keep pointing at the camera like they can see what I'm doing.
Hey, you can't. You're still frozen straight up. Did you just flip off the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody saw it. Like everybody knows. Like, yeah, you're flipping me off, but that doesn't really count anything. Quite honestly, folks, we don't have a whole lot of other stuff to talk about, so I'm not going to belabor. Belabor or beleaguer?
Belabor.
That's not even a word.
No, it's really not.
Beleaguer. I'm not going to beleaguer the point. I don't ever know what that means. I do kind of want to try this Chrome OS Flex, though. I'll be honest.
Well, let's find an old laptop and figure it out.
The old laptop that I have is actually a Chromebook.
Yeah, my backup laptop at home is a Chromebook.
I'm supposed to check my DMs right now.
I mean, there's a Vio over here or something, whatever that is.
Can you see it?
Vaguely.
Me and you upside down with 50.
Nice. I like it. We are also incapable of doing crunches hanging upside down.
Absolutely
at this point
not.
in our lives.
Absolutely not. Look, I didn't even get a chance to watch the halftime show.
Oh, wow.
I heard it was a banger, though.
It was great.
I heard it was really, really good.
Definitely need to... Maybe that's what we'll do for the next 20 minutes when we would normally be on the show.
Well, like, I guess it was... It hit like the millennials in us.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You and I are geriatric millennials.
100%.
And
the best meme or joke I saw about the halftime show, it was written, so that's what, when you read it, you have to process it a little bit differently. But it said, "Oh, this halftime show is really cool. I have it from 2002 on my spring break mix."
Yeah. The other one was it was the millennials in us that said, "Finally, we don't have any old people bands," and then it hits you 10 seconds later that you're like,
Oh,
we're the old people
now.
now. And like they straight up hit the geriatric millennials and the millennials born between like 85 and 95. Like they hit you right square in the face with all of the feels from the music. And I like everybody tells me like they loved it. They loved it. And they're
Bradley,
like,
that's not nice.
man, you can't say that about 50. He was hanging up. You can't say that about 50. That man has been shot
27 times.
28 times. He's a full dollar now. Hanging upside, like they didn't do him any favors at all.
I mean, I know what they were trying to do from that one video, but
Like
you could just had the man come out. You could have had him laying on the ground doing some crunches, you know.
like they did him no favors at all because like he's an older guy now. Like skin stretches differently.
Had a lot of gin and juices over the years.
Many gin and juices over the years. And so the skin just kind of goes whoop straight up. Whoop. Max says, my kids would ask me why people in the stadium weren't excited. I told her they were dancing. You just couldn't tell because they're slow. Come on now. Just stay right here. I'm going to stay right here. This is exactly where I'm going to stay. And none of this.
Nope.
None of this. It's going to be right here. But I heard that.
Leave the dancing to the people that are on the field. Just sing all the lyrics because you know them by heart.
Oh my God, yeah. So that's probably something I'm gonna want to do is watch the halftime show again, or for the first time. But I heard it was a banger.
Oh, it was cool.
So, all right, we're gonna end the show a little bit early. Honestly, both Stats and I are exhausted. There's not too much to talk about in the way of everything. Malcontent asks, are there any more Bluetooth headset reviews on the way? As a matter of fact, something came in from Philips. Just
A screwdriver.
No, from Philips. Just came in the Philips headphones, noise cancellation Pro Plus wireless headphones with Google Fast Pair on it. The Fidelio L3s. So we're going to give those a shot and see what happens. Looks like there's about 32 hours of playtime, dual microphones, fast charging, flat folding. That's awkward to say. Flat folding, and crafted for listening, premium design, best in class noise cancellation headphones. So I'm going to be giving those a shot. They came in the mail the other day. I'm going to give those a shot for show. All right. Stats, where can they find you?
Helix Heinlein on the tweet machine. Don't forget to follow. Sorry, I missed the. Can't remember his name. Michael Secret for all the memes and
all the memes.
Country Smith on the Instagram. Might be putting out some new cooking videos, so pay attention to that one.
Okay. Well, I see you then. You can find me at Scott Peachy on the tweet machine, at the Scott Peachy on Instagram. Honestly, I've been so heads down with work recently that I have posted very, very little. Would I ever consider doing smartwatch comparisons? I would, actually. I have the TicWatch Pro 3 GPS on my wrist right now. I'm trying to talk with them about a watch that they may have coming out. So I'm working that angle right now. I'd love to check out a Galaxy 4 watch. I just haven't thought about picking one up or anything like that. Love to check one of those out. A buddy of mine let me borrow his iPhone, his Apple Watch. I did a ton of B-roll on it. It was Justin.
Just never uploaded to the cloud?
No, I formatted the card.
That's sad. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yep, formatted the card, lost all the B-roll because I was going to do a comparison between the TicWatch Pro 3 GPS and the Apple Watch Series 7. By the way, the Series 7 was beautiful and worked amazingly. But this goes back to the point. I'm waiting, and I'm hopeful that a Pixel Watch would be coming out in May. Pixel Watch in May. That's what I'm putting it out in the universe right now. Pixel Watch in May. It's gonna be May. That's what I want. When the 6A comes out, put out a Pixel Watch. Google.
Pair them together, $1,000 out the door.
1,000? Not even. Pair them together, I would say 600.
Wow. For an A-line and a brand new Gen 1
100%.
watch.
600 bucks. 600 bucks.
Okay.
Think about it. Like, this watch on my wrist was, let's call it 250.
Mm.
So let's do the math. 600 minus 250 is what? 350? Okay, 600 might be a little.
Let's go 7.
Let's go. Okay. Ooh, oh. Here we go. What if we did a Pixel 6a plus Pixel Buds A plus Pixel Watch 7 1/4?
See,
7 1/4, $100 headphones.
Yeah.
Let's call it a $250 watch.
Okay.
So what am I at now? I'm at 350.
Yeah. So that's
The 350 and 450.
No.
No, 350 and 400. No, 350, 375.
yes.
Yeah, there's no way you could get that.
So I was going to say for the watch and the 6A, you're looking at 700. Add in the buds, you're at 8.
Ooh, man, but if you could do all of that for 800, that it's a hell of a deal.
Oh yeah.
That would be a crazy good deal. But if you could do see, look at this. We're trying to make an ecosystem right now. $1,000, $1,000 gets you a 6A, a Chromebook, and a Pixel Watch. Why not? Get you a Pixel Book, not a Pixel Book Go. Not gonna happen.
No.
God, that would be amazing. That would be so cool. I'd say we do it. Michael Pepper says, I'll let you borrow my Galaxy Watch 4 Classic 46mm if you let me borrow that Pixel Fold. But if I had it, honestly, if I had it though, no. Because I'd be in love with that Pixel Fold. Especially if it looked like the Oppo Find N. Oh, that would be amazing. Anyway, all right, y'all. You can find us next week. We'll be back with a little bit more energy and probably a lot more stories, at least. Who knows? Maybe I'll talk about the Pixel Fold. A smart necklace. Max says we need a smart necklace. I haven't heard of that one yet. What would that one do?
I could check
Like the
track your heart rate.
Aura ring?
Yeah. It could track your heart rate. Pulse, maybe. I don't know. Jeez.
All right, y'all. Be good or be good at it. We will check you out next week. We will see you then. Until then, be good or be good at it. All right, y'all. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.